The first day of the tournament was a circus. Before we could even touch a simpod, I was marched out onto a floating glass podium for the opening bracket reveal. There were hundreds of cameras, thousands of spectators, and a Starner Davian HPG feed that was going out to half the inner sphere. I stood there, bare-chested under the hot studio lights, trying to explain the orbital mechanics of a pincer maneuver while the host asked me about my workout routine. But once the camera stopped flashing, it was time to get to work. We drew the Crimson Guard for our first round. Old rivals from the Lyran border, they're heavy hitters, but predictable Elena bedrock skid relay. And I went back to the Leopard to pick out our 5-mech lineup for the Simpod Challenge! Were blinding and the crowd was a roar as I stood on the podium settling the score. A tactical icon in his skin and his pride, with nowhere for a merc captain's logic to hide. The Crimson Guard was the name on the screen, the grumpiest heavies that the galaxy's seen. We gathered in the bay with the monitors bright, mapping out the logic for the virtual fight relay. Pulled the data hammer, checked the gear, making the Crimson Guard's weakness is clear. They like the high tonnage, they like the slow crawl, building their strategy like a Starner blue wall. They're heavy and steady, Elena said with a grin, which means they won't see how we're coming on in. We scrolled through the hangar of the digital world as the Warren's logic began to be unfurled. I picked out an Orion with a long-range sting to make the virtual heat sink, sizzle, and ring. Elena took a Marauder, sleek and refined, with a twin PPC for the tactical mind. We loaded the lasers and we loaded the lead with a plan for the god already in our head. Oh, it's the war is wedge, the brain and the ace, finding a logic in the heart of the space. I'm losing my shirt, but I'm keeping the spark, lighting a fire in the middle of the dark, with a bolt in the chain, with a gear in the rust, betting our lives on a partnership trust. It's strange, planning for a fight where you don't actually bleed. You find yourself taking risks you'd never take in the dirt, but the logic stays the same. Find the bottleneck, exploit the heat curve, and let Elena do what she does best. We spent all night running simulations on their typical formation. By the time we walked toward those Simpods the next morning, we didn't just know how they fought, we knew what they were gonna do before they did it. The pods were waiting, sleek, coffin-shaped tubes that smell like ozone and expensive coolant. We climbed in, the Neuralink synced up, and the world of the luxury arena faded away into a digital battlefield of red sand and iron. Hey!